Hey, what's up everyone? So here we have a 129 cubic inch motor. We did not perform the motor work, but we did remove the heads and we plan on decking the head so we can get a little bit more compression. Probably also put a little bit thinner head gasket as well. So the whole point is to try to gain a little bit more horsepower out of it, but I want to show you the Screamin Eagle throttle body and manifold. So here we have the 64 millimeter throttle body and here is the manifold. These are some nice Screamin Eagle CNC ported heads, the CNC Extreme ported. And so it's a nice head, oversized valve. And what I wanted to show you was the intake runner here on the manifold does not match your port on your head. So we're gonna come in here and port this to match the head, but also wanted to show you that we're gonna go ahead and open this part up here, and then we're gonna open up the throttle body as well to match it, get a little bit more intake in there. Something that I myself don't like very much is, if you can see in there, that design is to help with flow, to get the air to turn and go into the manifold. But what we're going to do is remove a little bit of that. I am going to leave some of it in there, but I'm going to go ahead and start opening that and get rid of some of that so we can get some more flow in there. So this is now the process of what we're going to do. And I'll show you guys the process as we're going along so you guys can keep up with it. So we have started doing the porting on the manifold itself. So what I'm going to do is show you, see if I can zoom in here a little bit and kind of. So here is the left side. Oh, this is the original way it came. And this part's kind of lifted up high, and this, I already kind of grinded down a little bit of this one, started shaping it. I still need to finish doing the shaping, but I'm at a point right here where I like to show you the difference. And so what's happening is, picture, I don't know, let's just say you and your buddies are in high school going down the hallway, and you guys are running down the hallway, and now you have somebody that's in your way, and you kind of have to bump that guy to go around them. Same thing here. So the air's trying to flow in here, so there's some obstruction, and the air needs to go around it. So it does kind of help a little bit to help do this curve right here, this turn right here. So if you go to this side, you can see a little bit here where that curve is. So it does help a little bit, since the airflow doesn't really like 90 degrees, so it's helping give it that turn that's going to go out of here and into your heads. So I just want to take a minute, show you that. I'm going to continue grinding the rest and probably show you the process once we're a little bit further. But a good understanding of that is that that is too high for me, at least, and is really obstructing the air. So let me continue with this, and then I'll show you guys as we go along. Alright guys, so here is the manifold done, already smoothened out. So this just needs to get washed and cleaned, get ready for assembly. So here are the heads. So what we're doing now is we machined this and made it tapered, drilled the hole a little bit bigger, and so what we're going to do is weld and plug that hole there. Just did this head here. So then what we're going to do is set the heads up on the jig, put them on the lathe, go ahead and machine them down to this deck here, and then we're going to go ahead and deck the heads probably around 14 thousandths to bump up the compression. And so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and finish this head, and I'll get everything jigged up. Alright, so we have the motor already back assembled, the manifold is on already, and just wanted to show you guys the SNS roller rocker arms and the crankcase breather from SNS as well. So the next thing is going to, for me, is to machine the inner part of the throttle body. So I'm going to chuck that up in the lathe, and then I'll show you guys the machining part. Alright, so we have it chucked up on the machine here, so you can see the part that's highlighted is as much as we're going to remove to match the manifold. So we're going to go ahead and remove that and then taper that inner part here. See if I can zoom in a little bit. So we'll go ahead and taper this part to flow back to here. Once we have this part done, we're going to go ahead and take it off, flip it around, and do the other side. Alright, so here is the throttle body machined. Nice little tapered there. So what we're gonna do next is go ahead and install it, get everything buttoned up, put the other rocker box cover on, the oil line and stuff that goes on top, get everything ready so we can start this thing and start doing a couple of heat cycles. So let me get going with all that, then we'll continue with getting it on the dyno. Alright guys, so here we go. So once again, we did not perform the motor work on this. This was done at Throttle, Harley-Davidson here in McAllen, Texas. So it's a 129 cubic inch SNS 590 cam, D&D exhaust. This is the second time we dyno tuned this thing. This was dyno tuned with a Power Vision Now. So the first time it was a 129 with an Andrews 485 cam. And it was 136 horse, 155 torque. Very, very impressive actually. Here is the AFRs. For being a 485 cam, very, very impressive. So then we re-dyno tuned it and ended up with 152.7, 154.19. Here is the AFRs. So this is an SNS 590 cam. We got a lot of gains in the horsepower and we actually lost a little bit on the torque, but overall, give me a minute to shut this off. Overall, very, very impressive. So let's talk a little bit about the cam difference. So the 485 cam intake valve closes at 29 and the 590 intake valve closes at 43. So what does that mean? The Andrews cam, right, which is going to be the red one, we got a little bit more torque here at the beginning because the intake valve closes earlier, and our horsepower gain is early because it also closes earlier. So the exhaust opens at 52. So on the SNS 590 cam, the intake valve closes at 43. So our torque curve is going to be farther forward, right? Farther on our RPM range. So it's going to kick in a little bit later. The horsepower also kicks in pretty good and goes all the way across. So that's why it's very important. Talk to your motor builder, talk to your tuner, and see what they recommend, what kind of riding style you're gonna have. But this is very impressive. 52, 154 out of a 129 cubic inch. So it's probably somewhere around, it's over 1.1 per cubic inch. So it's pretty good. So we wanna thank Desperado for letting us do this, helping them out with this build. This is very, very nice. I'm gonna get it down right around the street, make sure it's all dialed in, and have a little bit of fun, do some burnouts, and let it go. Guys, once again, thanks for watching. If you guys get a chance, subscribe, follow, share. It helps out the channel. Thanks for watching, guys.